As live video workflows virtualize intermingling hardware and software solutions from multiple vendors, interoperability has never been more important to broadcasters, systems integrators, and the manufacturers themselves. With over 100 vendors of leading hardware and software solutions supporting the RIST initiative, setting up live streaming workflows with your choice of equipment is quick, easy, and efficient.
There are a number of motivations for RIST. We started out at the Video Services Forum to answer the widespread demand for high-performance video over unconditioned networks, such as the public internet, 5G, LTE, and other wireless networks, and specifically to work with trans-global high-performance links that are often necessary as broadcasters need to get content from all over the world. In addition, for RIST, we also noticed that there was a lack of open standards. There are several proprietary solutions available on the market. There are several so-called open proprietary solutions on the market, but RIST was really the first one that was built from the ground up to be an open standard. We also felt that the existing solutions were technologically inadequate. Many of them were built on obsolete specifications that were never fully ratified by the IETF, and they had limited performance. As a result, we felt that by using the latest specifications that are fully approved by the IETF, we could deliver a more robust and higher performance solution in the form of RIST.
Implementation of RIST into multiple manufacturers' video over IP transport devices has led to great success and flexible, secure implementations for integrators and system designers. RIST has allowed member companies to recommend and demonstrate to customers how existing hardware can be updated with manufacturer-provided RIST drivers to now allow encoded video transport between devices that were previously incompatible. This allows companies to leverage existing capital expensed items into new hub and spoke or remote operations by combining a centralized RIST-enabled management platform with legacy hardware now deployed remotely to send or receive ASI or SDI services across low-cost unmanaged networks without a requirement for all devices to be from the same manufacturer. RIST allows legacy investments to perform better, extends end of life, and provides greater functionality than the original hardware operation.
RIST has been developed around established standards to provide ease of interoperability for end-to-end video supply chains with detailed specifications to ensure that any two different implementations will be interoperable.
One of the goals of RIST was to build everything on a secure foundation. We sought out as many existing standards as we could find that were applicable to our problem and tried to use ones that are widely accepted and well known within the industry. So far, we've come up with 2 fully released profiles of RIST, with a third underway. Our philosophy was to build on existing solid foundations. Our specs need to be open source and open spec. What that means is not only do we give you the source code for implementing a lot of the RIST specifications, but we give you the actual specifications that were used to write that code. All of the necessary RIST specifications are published on the VSF website, and they're comprehensive. They cover every aspect of the protocol, how it's used, how the encryption works, and all of that is available free of charge. We feel that that's very important to make sure that everyone has the ability to build a fully compliant RIST specification, whether they choose to use code that has been developed by the RIST group or they choose to develop their own. As a result, any developer can download the specification and build a compliant solution without having to use any prepackaged code or download anything from the web other than the spec. Developers are also free to download open source code from Videolan LibRIST. It's a very simple BSD 2-clause simplified license whereby anyone can use and modify the code. The code can be included in proprietary products that are for sale, and there is no need for anybody who develops new code to contribute it back into the source code. Developers are free to implement whatever solution works best for them. Their own solution, one based on downloaded code, or one where they simply download the code and install it in their devices and let it run. As a result, we've had great success with people working together to make the code base better, with over 745 code commits to date.
And because it is part of such a large and diverse joint effort, RIST is constantly evolving to meet industry requirements, meaning that RIST-based workflows are inherently flexible and adaptable. To learn more about RIST and the benefits of the protocols, please visit RIST.tv.